G'day guys, Ninja here. I've got Oana here today.
Hi,
Oana's got a little bit of a shoulder thing that's happening. Can you describe what happens and how it, you can bring on the pain or whatever?
Yeah, so I usually feel it when I'm getting dressed. So it's sort of this movement, so reaching back, so sort of moving it from internal to external rotation.
Yep.
And then I'm feeling it more through the front. It goes a little bit into the armpit, but yeah, mostly localized through the front of the shoulder.
Cool.
It's more like a dull ache, like nothing, no shooting pain or anything.
How long you had this for?
On and off, maybe in the last 6 months or so.
Cool. Yeah. And can you show me where's the most intense point do you feel? What would you when you're doing that sort of thing,
So when I'm doing this,
where do you just, if there's one spot, just give me a starting spot. That's kind of what I'm after. Where do you feel like is the most important spot?
Yeah, through here.
Up in there, all right. So just into that bit there. So I'm going to use that as my starting spot. Okay, so treatment can start right away. So I'll let Oana's kind of intent on using a bit of being in that position there, but I'm going to pin it, and then I'm just going to go up into that tendon just a fraction more up there. How's that feel? Not liking that too much?
I'm learning to like it.
You're learning to like it? So yeah, I'm just going to pin. So this is a real life treatment, so I can feel that tendon there really. So I'm wanting to take a bit of control now. So I'm just trying to move things around. So when I move just then, I can feel there's this muscle in here that feels like it's really switched on. So it's like in a spasm type thing, it feels to me. Like it's just, for when muscle is relaxed, it should be soft. But when I was moving that, it was just still really switched on and flicked underneath my thumb. So I'm just going to try and just work a few angles. So you let me have your arm. Like that, and I feel like I want to get in there and then push back. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to navigate a bit at the start. I feel like I want to pin it a bit now. Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just using my leg here behind Oana's shoulder just to try and support, but also when I'm pushing in, it's not going to put the shoulder out of place. I can really kind of hit a spot there. So I'm just, on that. How's that feel?
Feels relieving.
Relieving,
yeah.
Am I getting towards the source, like the start of that tendon, you know what I mean? Or is it still, I'm just really trying to get where that tendon joins on there. Yeah,
so maybe, pointing down.
Down,
Yeah.
That way. So I can feel like I'm pinning it and pushing it down. So Oana gave me the clues of what way to push it as well. So I'm kind of pushing straight down now. So I've softened everything up. I've got control. So one doesn't have to move. So when you move, you've got to, harden up your muscles so they can kind of pull a bone towards in a certain direction. So I'm trying to make it a passive thing so I can actually hit on that tendon there. So I'm still on it. It feels like it has sort of settled down quite a lot. Like it's just nowhere near as taut and tight. So, and now it's sort of burying itself in deeper. So I feel like if I want to really get that out, I'm going to go in even deeper just now. So, and then kind of little twists that I'm doing with Oana's arm here, like that. I can kind of feel underneath my thumb. Yes. Yeah, I want to get deep in there. So I'm right in at the core of it, I'd say now. Would you say that?
Yep.
Agree? So I'm right in the core of it. And we move it around a little. But yeah, I'm doing that little movement there. I can feel it shorten. Then I can lengthen it a bit by going backwards. As I push in and pull up a little, just exploring, but still I've got this pin that I haven't let go of. It's like fully engaged. I can do little rotations as well. Pin it, rotate and move. So as I move there, actually I'm moving that direction there, I can feel like I'm hitting into it a bit differently again. But yeah, I'm kind of, seeing what happens when we kind of do this one. So I'm just getting the shoulder in a different position again. How's that one?
Something coming.
Something coming up. So I'm going to get down into there. So I feel like this is a different position here. Woohoo! That one? You like that?
Nah.
You don't like it? Let's go. So yeah, you can see that I've taken the arm from different positions. And I can feel that one there. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to come out of it now. You can see a nice, look at that thumbprint on there, and I think, so yeah, let's sort of explore. You can kind of do some circles with your shoulder and see how that feels. Get some blood back into it, let it kind of settle a little bit. And then, now let's do some retesting. So you know how you're doing those things where you're reaching behind?
Okay, feels freer, like nothing grabbing it, like it used to.
Yeah. And now what's...
Still like feeling a bit sore from the treatment.
Yeah, and what do you notice now? Is there another spot or you're aware of somewhere else? Thing like that?
Going a little bit down through here, through the biceps, and maybe a bit through the pecs.
All right, cool.
I think more down.
Yeah. All right, so you want some, what do you feel like? You want some work through your biceps and a bit into your chest?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe through here. Like I think that's coracobrachialis.
Yeah,
biceps,
all right. So I'll get you to lie down.
Yeah.
Lie down. And put this underneath your knees.
Yeah, those tendons are pretty close to each other.
Yeah. So I'm just going to do some pec work first. So I'm just going to get Oana to guide me through here, is it?
Mm-hmm.
So in there, so I'm going to just trace the collarbone for a start.
Yeah, you're on it.
That's on it?
Mm-hmm. Straight away.
So in there, I can just try and feel for where that pushback is, sink into it, and I'm just like a snail. I feel like I'm going along that collarbone, but also there's a little line of tension through there. How's that one? On it?
On it.
On it? All right, let's clear it out. So it feels like I'm going between ribs as well, clearing that out. Just doing what is required, really. So, and Oana's body intelligence, it knows what to do. It's telling me. So a lot of times, we're just the investigator, but we're getting led by the clues that the body's given us, like the pains, and Oana knows when things are coming up. She can sense it.
Getting referral even in the elbow now.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm veered away from that collarbone now, and I'm just sort of tracing ribs, just trying to get in and clear what was blocking that pathway. So right along there. Did you notice when you were reaching above your head at all, or anything like that on this side, or was it just more reaching behind your back? Or
I could feel it with, for example, if I would hang onto a bar.
Yeah.
Like straight away, I would feel like a sort of more like a stiffness, no pain, and then it would let go slowly, like after 30 seconds of hanging.
Yeah. So you were saying with this one as well, you feel like there is a conditioning element as well. Like if you strengthen things up a bit and balance things out, you'll feel better as well. So
those muscles wouldn't be working that hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I might just get an elbow in here. What do you reckon? Get in there, like that. Oh, good.
Yep.
So get an elbow in there and just kind of clear it along. So I'm in there, and I can just twist my hand around, and then I can scoop it out. I feel like I'm on something just there. So what we might do, Oana, is we might I'll work on this pec a little bit, work on the bicep a little bit, then we'll show you some little bit of exercise that we can do to strengthen up this area and stretch it out a little bit, and some regressions as well. So some stuff to start off with that's should be well within your capacity, not as intense, not going to load it up as much, and then we'll show you how to progress it. as well. So in there, I just feel like I want to dig into that bit there and scoop it out. Then on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, get that out. Scoop it out like that. Nice and slow. Give that tissue time to melt. It's got to respond. It fights for a bit. How do you describe this pain in here or the sensation? You got some words for us?
Intense.
Intense, yeah.
It's telling me something.
What's it saying? Is it good at the same time?
No, it's good. It's good.
Good pain.
Definitely good. It's a nice feeling when you feel it melting.
Yeah. Satisfying.
Yeah.
You know you're going to be better in the future. Or it's better right now as well. Alright, I'm just going to... We probably could go a little bit more. But I'm going to come out just for the time purposes. And then you tell me what you'd like me to do. Would you like a hand or a forearm or a thumb go along here? What do you feel?
Yeah,
you want it from up
maybe
the top?
A forearm, yeah,
forearm from up the top. Catch all these attachments here and then go through. All right, just put a little bit of wax on the forearm. So let's see what we can do to catch some of that. So take the slack out of my arm, slack out of Oana's skin, and then let's go along here. Engaged?
Yep. Yep, you're definitely on it.
So you're engaged on there.
Whew.
So all those, a lot of people have bicep tendon issues. I know I do. And when you get the bicep tendon worked like this with the forearm, elbow, it's, yeah, it is intense. But yeah, you kind of, at the same time, you know that it's for the greater good. And yeah, you're willing to go through it because you want the result. So yeah, just really slowly go through there. I feel like I'm really catching some good stuff. Just got that sense. Right in here. How you going? You good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that this is doing good. You can just, there's the communication. My elbow is telling me I'm on stuff that's important. Just the way Oana's reacting as well, is all the things are adding up to kind of tell me that, yeah, I'm doing something for the greater good, you know, that's going to help Oana out in the future. So, and she just knew, like, she wanted a line through here kind of worked on. I can feel just under here. It's like underneath, you won't be able to see it, but it's right underneath there. That's where the real connection point is. So the bit that's kind of rising to the top, it's going to get hit and pushing it back down in a way and melting it. And yeah, the stuff that's kind of not flowing like it should be, the blood's not flowing, the nerve system's not being able to shoot its signals through. There's calcium, it's scarred up through the fascia. So that needs to be melted, broken off into smaller bits, let the lymphatic system come along and clean up all that debris, and yeah, healing will happen. And that's what we want. We want that turnover of cells. We want that movement to happen through the area, and then everything kind of gets restored and it's happy. So, and then with some strength work, yeah, the body yeah, just becomes good again, restores, functions restored, and appreciation is restored too. So when you are injured, that's one thing you really realise is that you appreciate a healthy, functioning body. Just being able to do whatever you want to do when you want to do it is it's something we take for granted when we are healthy. You know, we have got a healthy muscular system. So I'm just gonna, now I'm through that really tough bit. Like as soon as I've got through it, like the stroke seems like it just can move faster. So just sort of the pace that I was going through that bit in the front of the deltoid there, it wasn't letting me go fast. So I just sort of had to respect that, don't force it. If I forced it, I would have damaged some stuff in there. It was going beyond what the tissues were allowing. So once you kind of break through that, then you can, the stroke can perhaps go faster. But now I'm kind of in a bit of a block again. So yeah, just respecting that. So we thought it was going to be smooth sailing, but the good
More obstacles on the way.
Yeah, what do they say? Good sailors aren't made in calm waters. So I'm a good sailor. In turbulent waters here. Got to navigate well. How we can get through this, how we respond to the turbulence is sort of the key, isn't it? The calm waters, anybody can be a good sailor in calm waters. So how do we go when we're under the pump, when there's something on the line, when there's stress that's sort of, beyond the norm? Yeah, it's change as well, like the nature of change. Look, everything's always changing, but we're in an illusion or a delusion that we think that things are going to stay the same, and so yeah, but it's not the way it is. So we want things to change. Like people that come in for treatment, they're not happy with the current state. So and change is what we're trying to facilitate. So it's not always easy. It's not easy to go through. There is some discomfort, but yeah, you got to see that discomfort as for the greater good. You want to go through it because you want that. You want to be better. How am I going? Am I on the track? I feel like I'm on a good track. It's just the way it's pushing back. Just know that it's what that tissue needs. It's too hard, it's too solidified, so we need to kind of soften it, melt it, remold it, and then be good. All right, we're nearly through, arms. What's your nickname? Have you got a nickname over here? Oana?
Just Oana.
Just Oana. Apparently that is your nickname, isn't it?
Nah.
Is that your middle name?
That's my middle name.
Middle name. And it's a secret what your real name is, isn't it? Yeah, we're keeping that a secret. You'll never know out there in YouTube lands. Is that right? Yep. Keeping that one close to the chest, aren't we? So I'm through. All right.
Whew, that was a journey.
That was a journey. It was a trip.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a mushy trip.
Whew.
Anyway, I'll get you to sit up when you're ready. And let's do another test. How's that feeling?
Yeah, I don't feel it anymore grabbing.
Yeah. So there's some change happening? Yeah.
And especially feels that it wants to move.
That's good.
Move more.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, feels much looser.
Yeah.
Just gotta condition it now.
Yeah. So that's where this chair comes in. So just for people at home, everybody can find 2 chairs or something like that. We're going to use our massage bench and a chair. So you can you might have seen dips where you kind of have your feet right out like that. So we're saying for Oana at the moment, that might be a bit much to kind of put stress
Too
through
much
here.
stress, yeah.
So what we can do is we can bring our feet right in and we can start to just do little movements like that'll load it up. Or you can kind of have your knees here and you can kind of do that. So you can kind of go at the level where you're at. And then as you're getting a bit stronger, then you can make your feet go out like that, and you can put a bit more pressure through that front of the deltoid and your biceps. Yeah, until you can kind of do this, and then eventually you'll be able to do with your like that, not touching, Okay, so
just hovering over
just
the
hovering,
floor.
yeah, so you can get the dip bars and or higher stools, and you can kind of do your whole body weight. So yeah, do you want to have a little go at that? Let's get you to do a little go, just the real modified version. So people at home can have a look at Oana and see how she tries to kind of manage the load. So we want you to, don't want you to have pain, but I want you to kind of feel like you are loading up your shoulders. So maybe try there, maybe have your feet just here, yep. And then just sort of, don't have to go do much range, but how does that feel?
Feels all right.
Yeah. So this might be your stage 1, and then you kind of do, so like 3 lots of 10 or something like that. And then you come back in a few days and then try having your feet out a bit further. But if you kind of feel like there's too much stress still, you might just go back, regress. So yeah, just have a play around. So you don't need fancy equipment, bands and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of times all you need to do is sort of figure out a way to load your body up that is the right kind of amount of load for right now, the right intensity, and then kind of let it heal, let it settle, let it integrate, and then go a bit more intense. So yeah, but the important bit is let it integrate, let it heal, give it time. So yeah, training every day doesn't necessarily mean better.
No, I don't put too much stress on it.
Yeah, so a lot of times
small steps, listen to the body and increase the load.
Yeah. A lot of times it does take a few days to heal up. So
Yeah.
all right.
Just keep it moving.
Someone's trying to get outdoors. Anyway, thanks for the session. Hopefully,
Thanks, Minj.
I'll check in on you in a few days. Make sure you're feeling better, and we'll progress it. We reckon.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Done.